Well, good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to Friday morning. It is now the 30th of September and it's bloody freezing. So I've actually put my fleece on this morning because there's a bit of a breeze and it's going straight through. It's I think the wind's changed. I think it's northeast or something like that. North, I can't remember now. But yeah, it's definitely got a nip to it this morning. And as you can see, there is a bit of a mist. If you go that way, you probably see it a bit better. So yeah, definitely a mist around the place at the moment. But never mind. So hopefully this video, I'm actually going to stick together a load of bits in the last week or so that I've taken. Morning, ladies and gents, welcome to Tuesday morning. There's a hell of a nip in the air. I actually think we've got a bit of frost on ground. Pick up a bit of poo. Yeah, it's actually frozen. So she's got cold last night. I'm just spending 10 minutes here picking up any of the bricks and rubbish I've got that I threw out. But I don't know how well you can see, but the grass is actually growing again. So there's like 2 inches of grass growth already. Well, I suppose I should really show you what I'm doing now. I've been putting these posts and wire in. I did it with 698. Oh, about 5-6 years ago maybe. So basically all this was open to the caravan site, which is empty in here. But we used to have show jump arena there, and show jump arena there, and then the horses used to walk in between here. So every time we had an event on, we had to put a rope out here to stop and do a shortcut over the caravan site. Plus, if anything happened with a horse getting loose, the hedge and all the fence would keep them contained in that area, rather than a little bit of blue rope, which didn't really do much. So yeah, this hedge has come on really nicely now. The posts are starting to give out, like that one. So time to pull them out and put some soil back into the holes. And then we can let the grass grow up to it now. And cut right up to the grass, up to the hedge. It also means I should be able to cut the bottom of this hedge a bit tidier as well, and get it to thicken out a bit more. But yeah, just going along with the chain, putting a chain around the post, popping it up, driving to the next one, drop it down, undo the first one, attach the second one, and yeah, won't take me too long. Simple as that. Well, that's pooped the job for 2 minutes. I've been chucking it down now. Forecast said there's going to be no rain. Well, the local one anyway. Useless forecast. Right, so I'm in our hay barn, as you can probably tell. I'm just on a breather because I'm getting choked out by all the mess and dust. So this morning we've just taken a few bales off the trailer. It's like about 2 or 3 courses off. We have a flat tyre, I don't know where you'll see, but it's kind of cocked over. So just spent 10 minutes with boss's sister, just throwing a couple of bales round. I'm a bit out of breath. But grass is looking still quite nice and green. I don't think it'll come out very well on camera. But yeah, some nice colour in it. Don't want to be too rich for our horses because they'll keel over. In fact, you kind of can see where the difference is. So yeah, the big bale's fallen over as well, but never mind. So yeah, we're just trying to get this trailer wheel up, or trailer up, wheel and tyre off, and go get it fixed because it looks like it's got a slow puncture or a puncture or whatever. And also what I'm doing is we're giving it a try with some hay on top of the hay. So if you watch Matt and the girls and boys over at Four Winds Farm, they put the bales out and then put straw on top. Well, we've got some straw bales, but yeah, trying to drag that through what is a 4-foot gap ain't fun. So what we've got is a load of old bales or last year's bales at the back over there, they're taken out first. Some of the top ones have gone a bit manky already. Pretty much gets, if you don't know, little bales, or big bales as well to be fair, they tend to get a bit of a dust layer on top of them. Especially with horses, they'll start sneezing and coughing and all sorts, so pretty much get wasted. And when you've got this amount of bales in here and you lose a few, it's not too bad at the beginning of the year, but when you get further and further in, or next year's, or getting into using it next year, it gets a bit dusty. So I'm taking some of the older bales that have got a bit of a dust on top, but the rest of it's fine, and just spreading it across the top. We'll see if this reduces the dust that we've got. The idea being that the dust is made on the loose hay rather than the baled hay. And we'll give it a try, I suppose. And if it doesn't work, I'm just going to blame Matt, because he's the one that told us about it. So yeah, if it doesn't work, you can complain to Matt about it. Right, so if the dust stops getting in the camera, I'm under the trailer now, trying to get this tyre off. As you can see, she's a little bit flat on bottom. It's alright, she's got something top light. Brakes are sounding a bit goofy. So yeah, just trolley jack, axle stand on it just in case. And then we'll try and get these studs out somehow, wherever they are on the side. Well, good morning ladies and gents. Welcome to Wednesday morning. It's now 28th of September. It's another cracking day, but I've even put my jacket on now, it's getting cold. Finally admitted it's getting cold. So this morning I'm just down at T5 and the post knocker, just putting in a couple of posts. You can probably see that one, and there's one just on the other side. I've rotted out. They were second-hand posts anyway, I think, so I've just put another set of second-hand posts in. But ground's really quite, well, tough under those posts. To be fair, hedge might not be helping either, but they're not quite as far in as they used to be. And if you can see the mark just about there where Strimmer used to catch it, because that post was on that fence line. But I'm not too worried, as long as it holds the wire up. Pretty much it's not doing much anyway, isn't that wire? All it's doing is stopping anything or anyone from this side, which is the caravan side, trying to get through to the horses. So, and if you've not seen the caravan site, it's basically a load of grass. There's nobody here at the moment. It's gone a bit quieter. We're pretty busy through the holidays, but come like this time of year now where it's getting cooler, we're going to get the hardy caravanners really turning up. But anyway, so back to this. I have done another couple of posts already. There's one there, and again this is another hedge line that's got a bit of a gap between it and the hedge. There's actually a fence on to the side as well. So the idea is to now start cutting this hedge on this side of the wire, and again, like I've shown before in one of the videos down in the Hingsfield, is that we'll let it all grow through, and then the hedging can hold up the wire and save us the cost of having post put in every time they rot out. I'd say these are well gone, but I think these have probably been in 10 years, so not too bad. Right, so it's Wednesday afternoon, and I set off this morning, about 9:30. Over there in that corner, did a couple of posts down there after I did those ones on the caravan site there and one over there. So I saw the boss man was in what we call the garden house over there, and he said, "Are you going to do those ones down there because they look a bit wobbly?" Well, if you look at the state of that fence line, that kind of used to be straight. And I said no, because it was going to turn into a mammoth job. And then I went, bugger it. It was sunny this morning, it was quite nice, and it's still dry. I can get the tractor into the arena, which is unusual, especially in winter time. I thought, well, if I don't do it now, I'm going to have to do it in winter. If I do it in winter, I'm going to be knee-high in mud. So I set on. So there was 3 posts in that corner, then another couple of posts, then there's been another couple of posts, and then I think I'm on 12. I think this is my 11th or 12th post to put in now. And I'm only halfway around it. Well, in fact, I'm not even halfway around. I've still got to check all that bit around there. I'm not going to bother with the other side because, well, nothing really leans over. It's got the protective high bit. There's actually 5 rails on that one. And for anybody who's wondering why there's 4 rails on these, it's because it is the arena, Show-Jump Arena. The idea was to stop kids and stuff trying to run through the bottom of it, especially if you only had 2 top ones. Could have put wire on, but at the time it was a bit cheaper to put timber on. Now I'd hate to think what it cost, but so yeah, just pulling it out. I've just undone this one, and you'll probably find that it's gone. So I can't do it one-handed. I can't do that one-handed, but yeah, most of them are. I'll show you this one down here. Most of them are pretty well gone, which is rather disappointing. Yeah, most of them are like that. I don't think this arena's been in 10 years. So anyway, I'm getting changed round. But the only good thing is, once you do put a post in, it's pretty solid. So most of them I can just break down the top bit and then drive the new one in through the top of it. I've only had one down that far end that kicked the post out because it just hadn't rotted enough. But yeah, post knocker's working well.